Welcome everyone to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada's training called Nutrition Essentials After a Cancer Diagnosis. Today, we have Lisa DeBeer and Natasha Beatson, registered dietitians, who will review the balanced plate, balanced snacks, the nutrients of concern with a cancer diagnosis, the role of nutritional supplements. They will share some case studies and practical application for meal support and symptom management affecting food intake. For example, nausea, taste changes, bowel function, and appetite. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Natasha Sani, and I'm the Community Service Lead for the BC region. But before we begin our main presentation, I would like to share with you our mission and highlight some resources that might be helpful for you and your patients. At the LLSC, our mission is to cure blood cancers and improve the quality of life of those touched by blood cancer and their families. Ultimately, we are here to serve the community. We offer guidance and support to people affected by blood cancer every step of the way. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society offers a free continuing education program that you can access at your own pace and receive electronic proof of participation. We have many great self-study trainings already posted. Our experts provide all trainings in both French and English. You can find trainings on specific types of blood cancer, on treatments, and on the psychosocial aspects of life with cancer. We also have, in partnership with Cano, 12 units on survivorship. We offer a variety of educational resources and services for those affected by blood cancers, as well as for healthcare professionals. Our 2019 market research showed us that those living with a blood cancer and their personal support networks are overwhelmed by the diagnosis and the amount of complex information provided. Concentration is an ongoing challenge due to stress, anxiety, and the effects of treatment. Some in the community want all the information they can get and like to read as much as possible, while others prefer to have small amounts of information at different times along their blood cancer experience. That is why we offer information in a variety of formats: booklets, fact sheets, animated videos, webcasts, podcasts, and live events. During the pandemic, we realized how much our community needed to feel safe, so we also developed our COVID-19 Resource Center. We invite you and those affected by blood cancers to visit our website, www.bloodcancers.ca, for more information. Emotional and practical support is important for LLSC. Our peer support program has been identified as a key service, but many people do not know about it. Volunteer survivors who are at least 1 year out of treatment, selected and trained, share their stories with newly diagnosed patients or those facing a new treatment option. Age, gender, diagnosis, and treatment are all considered to ensure the best possible match. This program helps to build hope, alleviate anxiety, and create realistic expectations. In addition, we also have virtual support groups offered from coast to coast. These are professionally facilitated. Our group support gives the opportunity to the blood cancer community to connect with others who are facing some of the same challenges in the comfort of their own home. Each participant builds connection through group discussions, sharing coping methods and experiences. It also helps to break isolation. Visit our website, www.bloodcancers.ca, for more details. It is now time to introduce our speakers, Lisa DeBeer and Natasha Beatson, registered dietitians. Natasha uses a non-diet approach to help her clients gain confidence in how they nourish themselves while improving their relationship with food and their bodies. Her specialties include family nutrition from infants to adolescents, meal planning guidance, and helping people with eating disorders or disordered eating. She offers one-on-one nutrition counseling, virtual group workshops, and presentations for businesses. Lisa is a registered dietitian with your independent grocer stores in the Muskoka region and is currently seeing clients virtually throughout Northern Ontario. Lisa works with a wide variety of clients to help them make healthier food choices. She has a special interest in working with clients who have concerns with their gut health. She suggests small, practical changes to her clients' lifestyle and food choices that can be sustainable for a lifetime. She promotes balance, not restriction, when it comes to healthy eating. Lisa offers a non-diet approach to healthy eating and believes that all foods can fit. She supports her client at the point where most food decisions are made, the grocery store. We are very happy they have agreed to share their knowledge with us. Over to you, Lisa and Natasha.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to Nutrition Essentials After a Cancer Diagnosis. This is a healthcare provider's guide created by two registered dietitians, myself, Natasha Beatson, and Lisa DeBeer. We are both dietitians with Loblaws through Your Independent Grocer and Shoppers Drug Mart. Just a little disclaimer here, this webinar will be recorded and a PDF of the slides is available for note-taking. This webinar is property of Loblaws Inc. and subject to copyright. So please do not share or distribute any part of this webinar to anyone else. Just to review again, your presenters today are Lisa. She is a dietitian working out of Your Independent Grocer in Bracebridge, Huntsville, and Gravenhurst in Ontario. And I work for Shoppers Drug Mart, and I do solely virtual dietitian services for Ontario. To review what a registered dietitian is, we are regulated health professionals, just like doctors, nurses, and physiotherapists, and we practice using evidence-based approaches. We're actually the only nutrition professional with credentials to work in hospitals, and we work in other areas such as community health centers, clinics, private practice, industry settings, and the grocery stores. So how we work, it's to help you establish personalized and realistic nutrition goals. At Loblaws, we are part of a team of about 90 in-store registered dietitians across Canada, and we offer individual nutrition consultations, shop with your dietitian sessions in the grocery store aisles. We can do pantry refresh with you virtually right in your own kitchen, and we offer a variety of online workshops and webinars, as well as school group tours in store and virtually, and corporate wellness. You can book services with us at bookadietitian.ca. Today's course agenda, we are going to review some nutrients of concern for your cancer patients. We're going to review the balanced plate, how to create balanced snacks, the role of nutritional supplements, and we're going to wrap it all up with some practical application. So by the end of this course, we're really hoping to increase your nutrition knowledge, provide practical tips and strategies, and we hope that you will have a boost in your confidence in being able to support your clients nutritionally.
So in the first section of this training, we're going to discuss nutrients of concern for a cancer patient. One of the common nutrients of concern that we're going to discuss today is energy. At times during treatment for cancer, your clients may not feel much like eating, or they may find it difficult to eat. To help prevent weight loss, it is helpful for your clients to focus on consuming high protein, high energy foods. High energy foods provide the extra calories your clients may need to help maintain their weight. Some examples of high energy foods include higher fat dairy products, such as whole milk, higher fat yogurt, full fat cheese, whipping cream, sour cream, and half and half creamer. Some other high energy foods include avocado, nuts, seeds, and nut or seed butters, coconut milk, and vegetable oils, such as canola, olive, peanut, and coconut oil.
The next nutrient of concern that we will discuss is protein. High protein foods are really essential for treatment and recovery. High protein foods can help with growth and repair of cells and tissue. They help build a healthy immune system and fight infection. Protein helps with the transport of nutrients, oxygen, and waste. And it helps with the homeostatic regulation, such as acid-base balance and fluid balance. Proteins are also pivotal in our hormones, such as insulin, glucagon, and gastrin. Protein-rich foods are a good source of calories, which is an important part of maintaining body weight throughout treatment. Generally, the average adult needs about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And individuals undergoing cancer treatment may have increased needs ranging from 1 to 1.5 grams per kilogram. The main sources of protein include animal sources such as dairy, meat, fish, poultry, and eggs, as well as plant sources like nuts, seeds, soy products, beans, and legumes. To increase protein intake, we can include protein foods at every snack and meal. We can also eat protein foods first before other items on our plate. Other ways to increase your protein intake could be to double the meat or fish portion in your sandwich or meal, adding extra egg whites to French toast, pancakes, or waffles, including firm tofu as part of your casseroles and stir fries, adding meat or poultry to soups or salads, whether they're homemade or canned, add egg to salads, egg whites to casseroles. You can try to keep hard-boiled eggs on hand for quick, easy snacks. And you can easily add pasteurized liquid egg whites to things like shakes and smoothies. When you're cooking protein sources, try cooking extra that can easily be added to meals and snacks. And an easy, affordable protein powder could be as simple as skim milk powder that can be added to suitable foods or beverages like smoothies, pudding, yogurt, mashed potato, and soups.
The next nutrient of concern that we're going to talk about today is fiber. Fiber can play an important role in maintaining bowel regularity and in managing gastrointestinal symptoms. There are different types of fiber, and they play different roles in the body. Types of fiber include soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber can help to manage both constipation and diarrhea symptoms. And insoluble fiber is helpful to promote bowel regularity and to manage constipation. I will speak about the different types of fiber and their specific roles in more detail later in this training. Some sources of fiber that you see here include whole grains, such as whole grain pasta, whole grain rice, and whole grain breads, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and beans and legumes, such as lentils and chickpeas. Here are some ways that we can increase fiber in our diet. We can choose high fiber fruits and vegetables more often, such as berries, pears, apples, avocado, peas, spinach, or broccoli. We can add wheat bran, oat bran, or ground flax seeds into our smoothies, hot cereals, or into muffin or pancake batter. We can add lentils and beans into soups and stews. We can choose whole grain foods such as brown rice, whole wheat bread, and quinoa instead of white rice and breads made with refined grains. Also, we can choose high fiber breakfast cereals by reading food labels and choosing those that have more than 4 grams of fiber per serving. Finally, we can choose whole fruit or vegetables to make smoothies instead of the juices.
The next nutrient of concern is fluids or hydration. Fluid needs vary depending on a number of factors such as age, gender, body size, and activity levels. In general, men require 3 liters per day and women require 2.2 liters per day. This helps to control body temperature, it helps with digestion, to carry nutrients around the body, it cushions our organs and joints, it assists in the excretion of waste, and it helps keep our bowels regular. Maintaining adequate fluid intake is very important during chemotherapy. The best hydration options can include water, sparkling water, infused water, and on occasion, tea and coffee, as long as the caffeine limits of 400 milligrams or less per day.
The next part of this training, we're going to talk about building a balanced plate. For balanced nutrition, your clients should try to fill half of their plates with a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, a quarter of their plate with protein, and a quarter of their plate with whole grains. Choosing a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables helps to provide the vitamins and minerals bodies need for health. Including adequate protein can help with muscle repair and can help to keep our immune system strong and to fight infection. Including adequate grain foods provides our body with carbohydrates needed to sustain our energy levels throughout the day. These are some examples of how the balanced plate becomes a mixed meal. For example, in the quinoa fajita bowl, half of the plate is filled with vegetables, the protein is coming from the black beans, and then the grain could be quinoa, could be rice, or a variety of other grains providing that carbohydrate needed for energy. And then there's salsa for added flavor. There's also other examples of a 1 skillet potato hash with sweet potato as the carbohydrate for energy, the egg as the protein, and then greens for the vegetable, some healthy fat added in there, as well as something for flavor. And in the 1 pan salmon bake, we have a variety of whole grains, the salmon for the protein, some greens for the vegetable, and again, some healthy fat needed for energy, as well as some flavor.
We can apply the same balanced plate principles to create balanced snacks. Snacking can be an important part of maintaining energy levels throughout the day, and it will help your clients to achieve adequate nutrition. The ideal snack includes half a plate or a source of fiber, and half a plate or a source of protein. Some examples are seen on this slide here, such as Greek yogurt and berries, apples and peanut butter, hummus and pita, cheese and crackers. Some other examples could be a medium fruit with a 1/4 cup of unsalted nuts, veggie sticks with hummus, peanut butter and celery, some veggies or crackers with a boiled egg, and fruit and cottage cheese.
I now want to talk about the role of nutrition supplements in providing adequacy of energy and protein in patients with a cancer diagnosis. If your clients are struggling to consume enough energy and protein, nutrition supplements can help to boost their intake. It's important to note, however, nutrition supplements can be quite filling, especially in clients who already have a low appetite. Because supplements are generally intended to supplement food intake and not to replace meals, it is best to encourage your clients to eat what they feel able to at meal times, and then to sip on nutrition supplements between their meals or include them as part of a snack. It's important to note that nutrition supplements do not have to be consumed by your clients all at once. As long as opened bottles are refrigerated, they are safe to consume for 24 hours. Thus, a bottle of nutrition supplement can be consumed in smaller portions spread throughout the day. Nutrition supplements can also be used as a creamer in hot beverages like tea, coffee, or hot chocolate, or used in place of milk in fruit smoothies, hot cereal, cream soup, or mashed potatoes. Making substitutions such as this can be a great way for your clients to boost their calorie and protein intake, and thus make every bite of food or sip of beverage count. Some people find nutrition supplements are too sweet tasting. So adding them to food and beverages or diluting them with milk can help to minimize the sweet taste and increase palatability of nutrition supplements. There may be some days that people living with cancer just don't have enough energy to chew solid food. Also, if experiencing a lot of nausea, the thought of consuming food may be an impossibility that day. Sometimes it's easier on days like this for your clients to use nutrition supplements to drink most of their nutrition instead of getting their nutrition from solid food. However, if your clients are having many days like this, they should be encouraged to seek advice from a dietitian to help ensure they are getting adequate nutrition. This is an example of a high energy, high protein shake. So it's a combination of red berries, but really it could be any kind of fruit. So this recipe in particular has strawberries and raspberries mixed with strawberry Ensure or Boost nutrition supplement and Greek yogurt that has a higher protein content than some regular yogurts. Replacing the milk in this recipe with a nutrition supplement helps to increase calorie and protein intake while consuming the same volume. If clients are consuming less quantity of food, it is important that they find ways to increase energy and protein in every bite. In the next part of this training, we're going to move in to talk about some practical applications. And the first practical application that we're going to discuss today is meal support. As healthcare providers working with people living with a cancer diagnosis, you have an important role to play in helping your clients to think about their nutrition and to help them understand the importance of maintaining good nutrition throughout their journey with cancer. Good nutrition is important to provide adequate energy, to boost immunity, and to help fight infections. There may be times that your clients need to replenish their food supply at home, but they lack the energy that they need for grocery shopping. When you're working with your clients, help them to reflect on possible personal supports in their life who may be able to assist them with grocery shopping during times like this. Help them to consider keeping a running list of food items they need as they run out of them, so that this list is always readily available at any time grocery shopping help is possible. Not having access to a place to refrigerate or freeze fresh food, or a stovetop or oven to prepare food, may present unique challenges for some clients. Consider referring clients who have these food storage or food preparation challenges to a dietitian, especially if a client expresses that they are struggling to prepare nutritious meals. Also, your clients won't always feel like preparing meals. It's important to help them reflect about how family or friends might be able to help. Family and friends may be able to prepare and deliver fresh meals for consumption that day, or bulk meals for storage in their freezer for days when your client's energy is low or they don't feel well and feel like cooking. It would also be helpful for you to have a list of possible community supports or programs for client access to ready-made meals, such as community kitchens, Meals on Wheels delivery programs, or heart-to-home meals. Most Meals on Wheels programs have both hot meal and frozen meal delivery programs. Heart-to-home meals can also deliver well-balanced frozen meals directly to your client's home. Finally, it may also be helpful for you to have a list of possible community supports to help your clients with grocery shopping or meal preparation at home. Another great conversation to have with your clients is regarding meal prep on their good days. On days when your clients are feeling well, they could batch cook or bake some of their favorite meals or snacks, such as stews or muffins, for use at a later date. They could also prep ready-made dump dinners, which include all of the ingredients needed for a meal in a freezer bag. These meals can be dumped into an Instapot or a crock pot for a ready-made meal on a day when they don't feel like cooking. Some of your clients might describe feeling at their best in the mornings, but find their energy levels deplete as the day goes by. These clients might find filling a crock pot in the morning helpful for a ready-made meal at the end of the day. If your clients find that they only have intermittently spurts of energy throughout the day, then preparing meals in an Instapot during these times for use at a later time may be helpful for those clients.
The next practical application that we will review is how to navigate symptoms affecting food intake. The first symptom we will review is nausea. Medications are the best and most helpful way to manage acute or severe nausea. It's important to support your clients in taking their anti-nausea medications exactly as prescribed. Food choices can help to lessen the nausea, but may not make it totally go away. For constant nausea, it's important to take anti-nausea medication as prescribed. Your clients can start with slow sips of clear liquids throughout the day. They could try nibbling on dry, starchy foods. And when nausea settles, your clients can try more nutrient-dense fluids like milk, yogurt, pudding, or nutritional supplements. For mild nausea, your clients can eat small amounts of food every 2 hours and avoid strong smelling foods. Some 10 tips for your clients are seen on this slide. Nibbling on dry cereal or crackers before getting out of bed. Doing mouth rinses with baking soda and water often through the day, using a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in 1 cup of water before and after meals and snacks. Nibbling on crystallized ginger or sipping on ginger tea. Drinking liquids 30 minutes before or after meals and snacks. Trying cold or room temperature foods. Strong smells from cooked foods may worsen the nausea. Your clients can avoid overly spicy or deep fried foods. And it's also helpful for them to keep a journal to track nausea for triggers or patterns. It's important to take advantage of the days when nausea is better and eat as much as possible. Your clients can try getting some fresh air and avoid eating in a stuffy or warm room. And it may be helpful to limit cooking or being in the kitchen. So it's important to ask for help to prepare meals or to inquire about meal delivery services. Often your clients may describe taste changes with their treatment. If your clients describe having a metallic taste, it can be helpful to avoid bitter or metallic tasting food such as red meat, coffee, or chocolate. Eating foods cold or at room temperature can also be helpful. Trying different protein foods with more mild flavors such as chicken, turkey, tofu, dairy products, or milk alternatives, and sometimes fish like tuna and salmon, or things like legumes and eggs can be helpful. It's often helpful to marinate your meat and chicken in marinades such as lemon juice, some sweet and sour sauce, or teriyaki, even Italian dressing. Using plastic utensils or chopsticks instead of metal utensils for eating. Your clients could try using glass cookware instead of metal pots and pans with enamel coating, and having fresh or frozen foods in place of canned foods and drinks. Some people find it helpful to use applesauce, mint jelly, red pepper jelly, or cranberry sauce when cooking with meat or poultry. If your clients describe an overly sweet taste, They could try diluting their drinks with water, milk, soda water, tonic water, or ice. They could also try adding a pinch of salt to decrease sweetness to their foods. If they describe a salty taste, they could try a variety of low salt or sodium reduced products, adding a pinch of sugar or honey to help mask the salty flavor, or use herbs and seasonings in place of salt when seasoning and preparing foods. If they describe a bitter taste, they could try sprinkling a bit of sugar, maple syrup, or honey on foods or added to liquids. They could try having sweet fruits with meals or adding sweet condiments such as chutney, ketchup, mint jelly, barbecue sauce, or applesauce. Drinking ginger-flavored water or mint tea with meals can also be helpful. For those that describe a bland or a bad taste, they could try including sour or tart foods or fluids to stimulate their taste buds. They can flavor foods with condiments and try using herbs and seasonings during their food preparation. This slide has a great oral rinse recipe that we highly recommend your clients to use between meals and when they wake up and go to bed. So the recipe seen here includes dissolving 1 teaspoon of baking soda in 2 cups of warm water. You then pour the solution into a container with a lid, such as a water bottle, and you keep it at room temperature. The goal is to use this rinse at least 3 to 4 times per day after brushing or flossing and after eating or drinking nutritional supplements or sports drinks that contain a lot of sugar. You could also add half a teaspoon of table salt to improve the taste of this oral rinse. The best place to store this rinse is in the bathroom so that your clients have easy access to it and it's kept at room temperature. Once the rinse is done for the day, it's important to clean that bottle and prepare another rinse for the following day.
The next symptom that I want to talk about is bowel alterations. It is important to have conversations with your clients about their bowel function because alterations in their bowel function can affect food intake. If clients report feeling constipated, you should also ask them about hydration, meal pattern, and activity level. Drinking 8 to 12 cups of fluid throughout the day may help relieve symptoms of constipation. Also, eating small, frequent meals throughout the day may help to stimulate bowel motility and help with more regular bowel movements. Additionally, gentle activity, as your clients are able to tolerate, can also help with bowel movements because activity helps to stimulate bowel motility. Finally, choosing whole grains, ensuring adequate intake of fruits and vegetables, and including nuts, seeds, and legumes in their diet can help with bowel function by increasing the fiber. If a client is working on increasing fiber in their diet, it is important that they also realize that fiber should be increased slowly to give their bowels a chance to adjust to a higher level of fiber. Also, it is important that your clients know that ensuring adequate hydration as they increase fiber in their diet is very important. If clients are not drinking adequate fluid as they increase fiber in their diet, their symptoms of constipation may worsen. Adequate hydration is also important if your clients are experiencing diarrhea to help prevent dehydration. Increasing soluble fiber can help to manage diarrhea by helping to thicken the stool. Some good sources of soluble fiber in the diet include oatmeal, barley, ground flaxseed, chia seeds, applesauce, pears, and oranges. Some other foods that can help with diarrhea management include cheese and crackers, peanut butter and crackers, potatoes, pasta, bananas, and tapioca pudding. Another symptom that can affect the food intake of your clients can include decreased appetite. When a client's appetite is low, your client should be encouraged to have small, frequent meals and balanced snacks throughout their day to ensure adequate intake. It's also important that clients understand that they should not be choosing low-calorie or low-protein foods at this time. They want to make sure that every bite of food or sip of fluid counts nutritionally when their intake and appetite is low. Clients should be encouraged to layer their calories, such as using peanut butter and jam or cheese and butter on some crackers. Choose higher calorie options such as cream instead of milk in their beverages and fruit smoothies, and higher protein options such as Greek or skyr yogurt in place of regular yogurt. Finally, clients should also be encouraged to drink beverages with a higher nutrition value, such as nutrition supplements, milk, or juice, compared to those with little nutrition value, like tea and coffee, more often when their intake is low.
In conclusion, when it's possible, it is important to refer your clients to a dietitian for nutrition assessment. However, this is not always accessible. So when you're supporting your clients, consider their baseline nutrition. Are they getting enough calories and protein? Do they have a meal support plan? Are they experiencing any symptoms that are affecting food intake? Take the time to dig a little deeper and see where you can offer support to help your clients meet their nutritional requirements. Thank you so much for joining us. And please feel free to reach out to either Lisa or myself if you have any questions or need additional support. You can contact Lisa via email at lisa.debeer@loblaw.ca, by calling her phone number, and you can also follow her on Instagram and Facebook at yig.dietitian.lisad. You can contact myself, Natasha Beatson, via email at natasha.beatson@shoppersdrugmart.ca, by calling my number or following my social media at Shoppers Online Dietitian.
Thank you, Lisa and Natasha, for this very interesting presentation. I would like to remind you that we are here for the blood cancer community. You can order material to refer your patients and their families to our services easily. Thank you and stay safe.